Okay. Thank you for telling me OBS has access to my screen. I know that I'm screen recording this. That was stupid. Anyway, I want to look up the Vaughn because somebody just asked me to watch it. That's not how you spell his name. Vaughn Freestyle recently, and I've been meaning to check it out on my own. I just never got around to it. It's like the actual thing. Oh, I accidentally typed in reaction. That's funny. All right. TD's new signee, oh, that's 3 years ago. I think I watched that one on the channel. No, I didn't. Where is it at? This one? No. This one? Yeah, a month ago. Raps over 3 beats, just incredible freestyle. I think I've seen a clip of it on social media recently, but nothing substantial. So I want to check it out. I expect it to be good. His album is incredible. Probably album of the year right now. If it's not album of the year, it's number 2 for sure for me. Lloyd Banks is probably up there. I like Reason's album. There's some good ones. I haven't been listening to too many albums this year just because I've been trying to really soak in older music from last year. Spend some more time with it. Kind of one of the downfalls of the streaming era is we don't really have time to sit with music. It's kind of like on to the next thing and on to the next thing. So I really wanted to spend 2025 soaking in older music. Not even old music, just more recent music. I just want to sit with it. All the songs from the battle, the Joey, Daylight, Vaughn, Reason battle, West Coast Joey battle type of thing. I want to sit with that music because I really only had I listened to those songs like one time and then it was on to the next song. So I've been sitting with those. I've been listening to Crash Dummy a lot. Reasons I still listen to a lot. What was that one called? The Dead Apple. That one was dope. Vaughn's I liked. I forgot what the last one was called, but I think it was called GoldenEye. Speaking of that, there's a new 007 game coming out from the creators of the Hitman game. That looks super dope. Excited for that. So yeah.
Hip hop, baby, just incredible.
11 minutes. I've been spoiled by Black Thought in his 11-minute freestyle because anytime I see a freestyle and it's under like 10 minutes, I immediately dismiss it. I'll watch it, but I don't take it as seriously because he spoiled me. And then Royce came. I think Black Thought did I keep going to say Black Milk. Black Thought did the 10-minute freestyle. Then I think Royce came back with like an 11-minute freestyle. I might have those flip. But point is, the bar was set with those two.
Series. Hey, look who's here, man.
Let's go.
Back by popular demand.
It's Vaughn.
Oh, my brother Vaughn is here. TDE is in the building.
Yeah, back.
Hey, the new project is out. He came to get to some
the
bars.
good, the bad, the dollar menu.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
You already know, baby.
I was bad at school. No, I'm trying to. I don't know what that song is. Why am I'm blanking on the name?
Hey, you want to be a baller? All you got to do is get in with me.
Okay. It's that time.
Get in with me. Okay.
Stick on me cause I got a family to feed. Fuck a family tree when niggas mishandle the leaves. Got bite marks still in my hand from all the people I feed. Cause all the ones that standing for me, the only people I need. Was robbing cribs to feed my babies. I'm just grateful I ain't get caught. Pumping blood inside my veins, but I'm still scared to use my heart.
He talks a lot about, like on his album, he gets very personal. It's a very introspective and personal album. I recommend checking it out. The Good, the Bad, the Dollar Menu. Super introspective, super dope. Track 4 is incredible. Triple XLT I listen to a lot. That one's like probably has the most replay value for me, but track 4, I forgot what that one was called, but that one's incredible. I saw the views on that on YouTube weren't that great, especially compared to the other single. Which is very disappointing to me because that song pours his heart out. I forgot what it's called, but track 4 on the album.
Best friend wasn't in the heart, but they still outlined it with chalk.
Okay.
Babies, I'm just grateful I ain't get caught. Pumping blood inside my veins, but I'm still scared to use my heart. Best friend wasn't in the heart, but they still outlined it with chalk.
Okay.
I missed the funeral because I ain't had no car, but if it was me, she would have walked. An earthquake was put here for us to recognize a fault. Don't need Edison to realize that energy be off. It's like in my dead time, I just get buried in my thoughts. I don't get caught up in my season. I take it with a grain of. See,
his punchlines, I've noticed from the battle, can kind of be hit or miss. They're fine, and I like the effort. I like the fact that they're even trying to do punchlines because like a lot of artists just avoid it, right? Because it's so easy to avoid. You just don't do it. You just make a passable verse and move on. But like when you're putting the effort to make a punchline, you're trying to be witty, you're trying to be, you know what I mean? And you run the risk of coming off corny or coming off like, you know, you're telling a dad joke or something like that. So you're basically putting yourself in a position to be scrutinized when you're rapping with a lot of punchlines. So I do give him a lot of credit for doing that and implementing that in his style, but I will say these aren't very strong.
Silver spoon, we used to eat our plastic forks, make decisions, we morticians, we got
but then he does have some like really good ones. Like I'm like in his diss tracks, like it'll be like some really good punchlines, then something that's trash. Like it's just real inconsistent, or just like something that's mid and then there's a good one. It's just real inconsistent, but he has potential and has had plenty of great punchlines. So I think it's just more so about filtering out the bad ones. That's the issue. Then like, it's not a skill issue. Like he has the skills, just like leave some of the other ones at home. And I have that criticism for a lot of artists. I mean, I have the same criticism for Eminem at times, or Wayne at times. You know what I mean? Like Wayne is a fantastic punchline rapper. Like 90% of his punchlines are fire. Sometimes there's some bad ones. You know what I mean? So it's just like filter it out a little bit. I'm kind of like the same thing. It's like most of his punchlines are fire. Some slip through the cracks. So it's just kind of tightening up on that filter a little bit, I feel like would benefit him a lot. If that means lowering the output of punchlines, then so be it.
Caught up in my season, I take it with a grain of. See, we ain't had no silver spoon, we used to eat our plastic forks. Make decisions, we morticians, we got comfortable with corpse. Like I'm trying to reach the height, scared I end up falling short. Cause see, I always double dribble when that ball is in my court.
I like that wordplay.
Hold on to pain with both hands and slow dance. Okay. Praying I could find pearls and old clams. Nice. Benjamin and Washington, they spoke in.
I like the metaphors he's using here and the imagery.
Both hands and slow dance. Okay. Praying I could find pearls and old clams. Nice. Benjamin and Washington, they spoke in. Last words for the Insta. See how they programmed them bittersweet moments when you find it out.
Insta program.
Old clams, nice. Benjamin and Washington, they spoke in. Last words for the Insta. See how they programmed them bittersweet moments when you finding out they so bland. People like fruit, see what happens picking the wrong friend. Take your kindness for a weakness, strong chance. You never see where you stand if you don't stand. Chest out like you want some of this too old.
Yo, Vaughn is here, baby.
Phone on D&D for all them close calls.
Yes.
Cause what nobody at attendance when it's roll call. Snowfall, cousin moving white, he throwing snowballs. But then they sent them up the road for that long haul. Switch my surroundings cause they suffer from complacency.
I like that wordplay. They sent him up the road for the long haul. I like that a lot. Yeah, the wordplay, the imagery, the metaphors, like everything is on point. The performance too, like that kind of gets overlooked a lot of times, but like that's a lot of effort and it's real good. It's real good. I kind of want to lock in.
Push him out the circle, it was never about shapes with me. Them up the road for that long haul. Switch my surroundings cause they suffer from complacency. Push them out
like
the circle,
knowing
it was
which
never
words to
about
emphasize, knowing which words to make feel more important. And like it's like stuff you learn in like a normal speech class, like speaking quieter and then, you know, during certain moments, and then raising your voice and getting louder and then bringing it back down. Like it draws your attention to the words you're saying when they're lower. Like he feels seasoned, like you said, he feels seasoned in his performance, and I think that's really dope. But I will say on the album there's like one or two songs where I felt like the performance was turned up a little too much and that song didn't call for it, and I think that's just where experience comes in, right? It's just knowing when to turn it up, when to turn it down. Honestly, I think one of the best artists, if not the best artist when it comes to that, is 50 Cent. He knows exactly which tone of voice, which inflections to use. He knows exactly what to do at all times on any track. It's like perfect. Like he's probably batting 1,000 when it comes to that.
with me. All my niggas offer headshots like model agencies. We charging every time like application fees. Yo, dog mama crying on your shoulder. Man, that shit the worst. Cause every tear she dropping on your shoulder symbolize a hurt. And he just wanted the diamonds in the face like Lil Uzi Vert. It might defeat the purpose, but we was drying off with dirty shirts.
Who has a Royce 5'9" has a song / line where he says, I forgot what he said. See what these little Uzis give them 4 headstones, like a 4 headstones, like at a cemetery with these little Uzis, like basically it's gonna and you'll have 4 headstones. Fire line. That's to this day the best like wordplay in regards to Uzi's forehead diamond thing.
The same shirt back on, cause we was helpless, and I always felt dog mama crying on your shoulder. Man, that shit the worst, cause every tear she dropping on your shoulder symbolize a hurt. And he just wanted the diamonds in the face like Lil Uzi Vert. It might defeat the purpose, but we was drying off with dirty shirts. Put the same shirt back on, cause we was helpless, and I always felt the karma I received was someone else's. I see niggas with they daddies in their life and I get jealous. Feel my past is catching up, but I'm like, fuck it, let me relish, cause I'm generous enough.
No, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking. Like, why would you say that? Why would you say that? Like, it was going so good. Why would you say that? Like, everything else sounds very good. I really like it so far. I'm really enjoying it. Why would you say that? There's no way. Look at it. Read it on paper. There's no way you wrote a ketchup, relish, mustard line. Even J. Cole, 2014 Forest Hills Drive, when he said, I forgot what he said, but he said, something basically like, forgive me, but I'm catching up to all this, what I must, or whatever he said. He said something like a catch-up line, right? But like he made a reference to, it's a stupid line, but I'm about to say it anyway. It's been a dated, stupid line for over 10 years. Why are people still doing the catch up? Like, you gotta catch up to what I relish, and this is must heard. You must heard that like, bro, like, I don't understand how artists write lines that are overused and they still think they're fire. Like, people have used this line before. So why, I don't even understand. Like, you're basically stealing lines at that point. If it's that common. What's the difference? What's the difference between you writing that and using that, knowing a million people have used it, and me watching battle rap and then stealing a punchline from somebody else? There isn't really the difference. It's just less people have seen this thing. It's generic garbage. Like, that filter, like, turn the filter up, please, because everything else sounds good, and then just one thing slips through the crack, and it's like, and now that's the main thing I'm focused on, because that was so bad.
To give all these niggas the someone else's. I see niggas with they daddies in their life and I get jealous. Feel my past is catching up, but I'm like, fuck it, let me relish. Cause I'm generous enough to give all these niggas the last laugh. They love to smile in my face, but be eager to backstab. And if I could time travel, I would leave them in a past. I'm just being transparent as Kylie's dead, bitch.
Okay.
I've heard that transparent line so many times. So many times. Yeah, the transparent, like, that's super dated too.
Hey,
not dated. What's the word? Overused.
Hey, if it's cool with you, I'd like
Which one is? Oh, J. Cole. Speaking of Forest Hills Drive.
Wow.
And what else? Feel. Feel is tough. That's a setup. Feel contains, I think the second verse on Feel is one of the greatest verses of all time, if not the greatest verse of all time. Like, genuinely, like, I mean that. Like, from the bottom of my heart, I think the second verse on Feel is the greatest verse of all. Well, not the greatest. Sorry, that's crazy. One of the greatest verses of all time. Feel. Eminem's last verse on Sing for the Moment is great. Eminem, Best Friend with Yellow Wolf, that verse from M. Nas, One Mic. Feel Kendrick Lamar. King Los has a verse. I forgot what it's on. Forgot the name of the song, but he has one of those verses that's like an all-time verse for me. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe on this I'll like go over my favorite verses of all time.
Hey,
look,
Ray Vaughn.
Help people out of emotions while I bottle my own. Disrespect them, call them out once the logic is gone. Since I was 9, I've been watching the throne. The dollar menu just dropped, bitch, get top on the phone.
Call up top, baby.
No longer will I let people push me into depression. Watching a party die, man, who knew that was on the guest list? Weapons formed against me have been used without discretion. I'm fucked.
I like that wordplay there. Watch the party die. That was a random Kendrick Lucy he dropped on Instagram or YouTube or whatever. Who knew Kendrick was on the guest list? Who knew Dot was on the guest list? I don't know what that means though.
Will I let people push me into depression? Watching a party die, man, who knew Dot was on the guest list?
Yeah, I don't get that. Like, I get the wordplay. I don't get what he means, like Dot being on the guest list though.
Formed against me have been used without discretion. I'm fucked. A magnum on me.
Like, if I didn't know better, I would interpret that as a diss. because like watch the party die. Obviously the party isn't a good place to be, but Dot's on the guest list. That means it's at the party. You know what I mean? So like if I didn't know better, like I didn't know, you know, he's on TDE. I was like, I just don't know what it means. So somebody explain that to me.
I still feel unprotected, and all real niggas need therapy. Treat our family members like they charity.
I doubt this is a real freestyle because he's incorporating the lines and words and themes used in these actual songs within the freestyle. And that's like certain artists can do it, like King Los can do it, like a Harry Mack can do it, a Juice WRLD. You know what I mean? There's artists that can do it, but it just doesn't seem like, it seems a little too polished and rehearsed to be an actual freestyle. But if it was, and if it is, this is very impressive.
Weapons formed against me have been used without discretion. I'm fucked. A magnum on me, yet I still feel unprotected. And all
the magnum's a firearm, also a contraceptive.
real niggas need therapy. Treat our family members like they charity. Hate in plain sight, but the envy that be hidden is the scariest. Who's strong enough for us when we need carrying? Hatches we been burying. I'm one of the new boys, so I've been focused on my legacy. My family tree already growing extra leaves. Regrettably, nothing's ever fell into my lap, bitch. I got felonies. Kids Bop, now I want my record clean. TDE.
I like that. Kids Bop. Now I want my record clean. Kids Bop makes clean versions of, you know, the hot songs. Or do they still do that?
Oh, he gang, but do we mean it when regrettably nothing's ever fell into my lap, bitch. I got felonies. Kids Bop, now I want my record clean. TDE this shit for life, death penalty. Oh, he gang.
Something you should, you should look into if you do have felonies.
Nothing's ever fell into my lap, bitch. I got felonies.
A lot of people don't know they can do that. You know what I mean? Especially after a certain amount of time. Like, you should definitely check that out.
Kids Bop, now I want my record clean. TDE this shit for life, death penalty. Oh, he gang, but do we mean it when he screaming deputy? Since my Pornhub search was big booty ebony, I've been feeling like
Bro, what?
my little story.
I'm like, he's saying like he'd probably still do it.
Extra leaves, regrettably, nothing's ever fell into my lap, bitch. I got felonies. Kids Bop, now I want my record clean. TDE this shit for life, death penalty. Oh, he gang, but do we mean it when he screaming deputy? Since my Pornhub search was big booty ebony, I've been feeling like my little story deserves an extra read. Let me breathe. Hope I ain't get that metronome from my father. That's a dead. Like my little story deserves an extra read. Let me breathe. Hope I ain't get that metronome from my eating shit for life. Death penalty. Oh, he gang, but do we mean it when he screaming deputy? Since my Pornhub search was big booty ebony, I've been feeling like my little story deserves an extra read. Let me breathe. Hope I ain't get that metronome from my father. That's a deadbeat. I barely could get diapers for my daughters. Who gon' hug me? It's time to steal them huggies out of Target.
I was gonna say it sounded like he was some word association there with diapers, huggies.
Known for my father, that's a deadbeat. I barely could get diapers for my daughters. Who gon' hug me? It's time to steal them huggies out of Target. Made a killing inside Walmart like that nigga who from Charlotte.
The baby, yeah.
Cousin Boyson in his chest. It's time to steal them huggies out of Target.
If you don't know, the baby, in self-defense, somebody in Walmart.
Made a killing inside Walmart like that nigga who from Charlotte. Shot my cousin Boyson in his chest and he was finna leave. White tee, got a red coat. What a thriller scene. I peep. R.I.P. post.
White tee, red coat. The Thriller Michael Jackson. He's wearing a coat. Red coat. Famous red coat, obviously.
He was finna leave.
I don't know, for some reason I thought he was going to make like some red coat reference, like some American Revolution reference, but I don't know. Maybe he's not that much of a nerd.
Got a red coat. What a thriller scene. I peep. All they R.I.P. post, but what they really mean. Wrestling with them demons in the night is just a different. Jarvis on them drugs.
Some dude with his knives. Demons in the night is just different. Creed. I don't know.
All they R.I.P. post.
I don't know. I was expecting like a wrestling reference. He's wrestling with the demons in the night, like Kane or Undertaker or something.
He was finna leave. White tee, got a red coat. What a thriller scene. I peep. All they R.I.P. post, but what they really mean. Wrestling with them demons in the night is just a different. Jarvis.
Different dream. Demons in the night is just a different dream. I imagine it's the words dream. I'm missing some punchline there. Wrestling with my demons in the night. It's just a different dream. Some Nightmare on Elm Street thing. Like I don't get it.
on them drugs heavy. Went to school with him.
Yes.
Feeling depressed cause I would roast him cause his shoes little. Mustard on his shirt from yesterday. We called him out at lunch. Me and Danny jokes used to hit cause he was not like us. I seen him like 6 months ago, was slightly confused. Last time I seen jokes used to hit. From yesterday, we called him out at lunch. Me and Danny jokes used to hit, cause he was not like us. I seen him like 6 months ago, was slightly confused. Last time I seen my nigga, we was going to school. But when I looked into his eyes, I just seen substance abuse. But now it's like a sad song, cause he addicted to blues. Broke as fuck, my phone service used to be a straight talk. Biggie when he cheated, nigga gotta let his faith walk. Tariq was dropping gems, really that's what took the weight off. To anybody that said fuck me, that was they lost. How many times I lost myself to opportunities? How many crossroads do I gotta?
There's some wordplay there. Faith, lost faith. Biggie was with faith, lost, you know, whatever. It was cool.
Cross to get immunity. How many tables do I gotta turn to get gratuity? How many niggas fix their self-esteem with buying jewelry? Let them know they favorite Virgo is back.
Yeah, Virgo
And
shit.
I'ma
Let's
run
get
it like the earth going flat.
Crazy.
I don't know how, but I'ma wing it and then serve all flats. This just an ad for my auntie
Wing
that
it,
do
sir. All flats, wings, like,
the earth
you know, chicken wings have flats.
going flat.
Crazy.
I don't know how, but I'ma wing it and then serve all flats. This just an ad for my auntie that do TurboTax. And yeah, my grandpa was a crackhead, but I loved him like my daddy. Ask him why he married Carol when I know he loved my granny. He said even though he clean, she's still healing from his damage. And that time around, that only thing that gave him understanding. I still cry about Jay Meyer. I still cry about Quanika. I still sit and think about John. It wasn't ordinary people.
When he gets in this bag, this introspective bag, that's when he's at his best. The issue is just how many times can you tell the same story, or how many different ways can you tell the same story? How much of your life can you pour out before you run out of things to say? You know, a lot of introspective artists run into that problem unless they just keep talking about their current life. But that can be detrimental to their mental health. I mean, Joe Budden, for example, it's fire. Don't get me wrong. Love the Ordinary Love songs, but I don't want to say the bad word, but you know, YouTube. But yeah, probably is detrimental to your personal life. Also, you kind of have to have drama going all the time. So how much can you dig into your past? But I like that he's an older artist, 28, 32, not older. He's not old at all in the slightest, but older than like what feels normal nowadays, like a 19-year-old blowing up. He has some more years on him, more experience. He'll run out of steam a lot later than an artist who's 19 nowadays. Like, you can have longevity with an artist like this because he's always going to have more perspective and more stories.
Legends that died. When I know he loved my granny, he said even though he clean, she's still healing from his damage. And that time around, that only thing that gave him understanding. I still cry about Jay Meyer. I still cry about Quanika. I still sit and think about John. It wasn't ordinary people.
Okay,
Legends that died young, and a part of me died some. No peace with that, but I'ma keep looking till I find some. I made peace with the granny that said fuck me as a child. Need a receipts to help me figure out where I got this smile. Mixed emotions, though the love I carried for wasn't mild. Hurt my chest to put her coffin in that motherfucking
Ground,
I'm a
yeah.
recovering narcissist. Broke people forgot to fix. Verizon built through the roof. My life they been calling quits. I'm Wayne with the lighter flicks.
I like they've been calling quits for Verizon bill. That's fire. That's fire. That's what I'm talking about. It's so inconsistent. It's like ketchup relish bars, and then it's that Verizon bill through the roof. Calling quits because they call it quits so many times. The Verizon bills through the roof. That's fire. Like you're tying the bars into the story, into the introspection. Like everything makes sense. Perfect. That's what punchlines are supposed to be. Not just random, not just wordplay for the sake of wordplay, unless that's the type of song you're making. But like when you're telling a story like this, you wouldn't want to interrupt the story just from some random wordplay. So like you're interjecting it into the story. That's beautiful. That's doesn't get better than that. You know, that's what you're supposed to do. So yeah, that's great.
Got this mouth, mixed emotions, though the love I carry for wasn't mild. Hurt my chest to put her coffin in that motherfucking. I'm a recovering narcissist. Broke people forgot to fix. Verizon built through the roof. My life they been calling quits.
I like how he's using predictability to his advantage. To again, it's kind of like one of those speech. One sec. I like how he's using predictability to his advantage instead of his disadvantage, which in a lot of cases, predictability can be a detriment to a performance because it gets annoying. But like when you cut out those words, even though I know what you're gonna say, it brings me in when you don't say them because now I'm thinking, I'm more engaged, right? It's it's a tactic to engage your audience a little bit more, and I like that a lot.
I'm Wayne with the light.
I believe Elzai has a song called Guessing Game I brought up before. I believe it's called Guessing Game. Don't quote me on that. But it's on his album, I believe, from 2008, where he does that pretty much the entire song. And it's super engaging. It's fun.
They all got an item
But then he
list.
also plays with like the subversion of your expectations, right? Because like he'll say something like, because you would expect ground in that at that point, and Elzai will be like, no, not ground, it's sound. And then it'll make it make sense. Like, you know, super dope. Check that song out.
Mixed emotions, though the love I carry for wasn't mild. Hurt my chest to put her coffin in that motherfucking. I'm a recovering narcissist, bro. People forgot to fix. Verizon built through the roof. My life they been calling quits.
I love
I'm
that
Wayne
line.
with the lighter flicks. They all got an item list. I ain't calling quits. I'm Wayne with the lighter flicks. They all got an item list. I hate your outfits. You head to toe in entitlement. I don't speak about my blessings to niggas, cause they get jealous just for thinking you don't. They all got an item list. I hate your outfits. You head to toe in entitlement. I don't speak about my blessings to niggas.
I'm not getting that. That's going over my head. And I'm not afraid to say that. So I hate when like people just pretend like they get everything. No, I might have to listen to that again. It's going to hit me some other time. You know what I mean? I can't stand that.
Cause they get jealous just for thinking you don't need nobody. You get beheaded. Now I live out in Tarzana and the crib look like heaven. But them grocery bags under the sink ain't for aesthetic. That's for chicken, nigga. Ooh. Don't let that fly over your fucking head, dog.
I'm catching all the bars, man. Goosebumps, right? Goosebumps.
Tight shit.
Ooh. Big TDE shit, man.
Always.
Vaughn's here. He just went crazy on 2 beats. I don't mean to.
Shut that shit down.
You know what I'm saying? I don't
Shut
mean
that
to.
shit down.
I want to see if we could just go 3 for 3, man.
I don't know if I like the like pretend freestyles, like pretending like you didn't have these beats prepared. Look, maybe he didn't. Maybe this is just a 100% real freestyle, but it doesn't seem like it, which is fine. That's fine. It's performance, whatever. Like freestyle in 2025 rarely means an actual freestyle. But still, like I don't like the whole. Let's pretend like I just pulled this beat up, you know. Like, I can't stand it.
And I just feel like you'll go crazy.
Or like, you know, it's edited. A lot of these are edited.
Vaughn is here, the new project is out.
You can tell the cuts.
I mean, you see what type of time.
Or they'll do a recording over it, and then like, you know,
too easy, I know.
I don't like that.
Vaughn,
Just if it's a performance, just put Just Incredible's performance series. You know what I mean? Like, why does it have to be
Feel like my
freestyle?
feelings is absent.
Yeah, like see how he's like already mimicking the flow and the words that Kendrick used, and like I doubt it's an actual freestyle. Again, if it is, very, very impressive off the top of your head, but I doubt it. So why are we pretending like it is? Unless it is. And in that case, very impressive.
Feel like the industry laughing. I feel like the industry lacking. Pupil with
Incredible, let's get it, baby.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
I feel like my feelings is absent. I feel like the industry laughing. I feel like the industry lacking. Pupil with passion, music with talent. Everybody got a stick like they Daniel Radcliffe. I feel like everybody clay
Daniel
like
Radcliffe,
Cassius.
Harry Potter, wands is what he's saying, but like wands being a stick, but then like a stick being, or it could be talking about a broomstick that they ride on, or a wand, whatever, but also a firearm.
Like my feelings is absent. I feel like the industry laughing. I feel like the industry lacking. Pupil with passion, music with talent. Everybody got
Agreed.
a stick like they Daniel Radcliffe.
Agreed.
I feel like everybody clay like Cassius.
Agreed.
I feel like we all got
Cassius
masters because
Clay.
we don't know masters.
I like that.
Like the
It's not like a crazy bar or anything like that. It's just wordplay.
laughing. I feel like the industry lacking. Pupil with passion, music with talent. Everybody got a stick like they Daniel Radcliffe. I feel like everybody clay like Cassius. I feel like we all got masters because we don't know masters.
Like
Niggas
that.
ain't masters. I brought wipes just to get on my rap shit.
No. See, like that's unnecessary. Like you don't need to say that. And then even going back to the Cassius Clay line, I would have liked that line more if you incorporated Cassius Clay into what you're saying, into the themes of what you're saying. Like if you kept playing with that wordplay more, instead of it kind of just being like a one-off thing that's kind of disconnected from everything else. That wipes line was bad.
Like niggas ain't masters. I
That's
brought
like
wipes
old
just to get
school.
on my rap shit. Revenge
That's
is
like old school J. Cole poop lines.
sweet. I seen niggas get they two-pay hammer. Squeezing Glock 40
Like
niggas
that.
ain't masters. I brought wipes just to get on my rap shit. Revenge is sweet. I seen niggas get they two-pay hammer. Squeezing Glock 40 like the end of Kool-Aid jammers.
Horseshoe Gang. I forget who said it, but they had it's on a song called Wildin' on Top Ramen, the album. try not to cuss too much, you know, YouTube. But we will split your wig. We got Bill's toupee. We don't care if you're William Gates, like Bill Gates, but like William, Bill short for William. We'll split your wig. We got Bill's toupee. It's just a fire line. But like toupee, we got Bill's toupee, Bill's, Bill, William, Bill Gates, William Gates, Bill's toupee, like I have to pay bills, but then also like toupee on your head. Fire.
Gun so big, look like we brought an expansion. Expectation too big to fit in your standards. I used to get clothes when the cars go down. Before I started stealing clothes out the lost and found. Raving about pain like Orlando Brown. For COVID, seen a lot of
Raven about pain. Orlando Brown, they were on that. So Raven, that's fire.
Too big to fit in your standards. I used to get clothes when the cars go down. Before I started stealing clothes out the lost and found. Raving about pain like Orlando Brown. For COVID, seen a lot of coffins round. Real nigga shit.
I've heard that line a few times. Eminem on the song Kid Cudi, man, what was it called? Moon Man and Slim Shady. He had a song called "Now You're in a Coffin" because you're coughing. He was talking about COVID.
I sell white folks trauma, real nigga shit. I got different baby mamas, real nigga shit. I tend to spin before I got it, real nigga shit. My first car was an Impala. I used to feel like I was a stain on earth. I kept going till the pain don't hurt. In 64, I beat the system like the game don't work. I called on niggas, but they name don't.
I beat the system like the game don't work. Like, you know, you used to like bang on a TV to make it work. I'm assuming that's what he's saying. I like that.
My first car was an Impala. I used to feel like I was a stain on earth. I kept going till the pain don't hurt. In 64, I beat the system like the game don't work. I called on niggas, but they name don't. On God, chrome on me. I ain't never had a Google phone converted to a monster from the shit that I went through alone. Mr. Crash out, you see me coming, then just smooth a cone. Running up the numbers on you dummies, I'm a student loan. Notice my delivery on Amazon. This for the doctors on the net that claiming rappers done. I put my juniors in the game way before LeBron popped out. Right after I balled, I'm a Pokemon. Get your cap, Jordan.
Right after I balled, I'm a Pokemon. That was cool. That flow is nice. It's very nice.
You think he like us? Transportation, walk him down or I might bust. Think he Super Mario, but he better pipe up. Pulled up with sticks and I
heard that a lot. Or pipe down, you know, that type of thing.
Down or I might bust. Think he Super Mario, but he better pipe up. Pulled up with sticks and I half off on price cut. I'm probably with my daughter somewhere having tea parties and all.
Hope of the sticks, not back to Horseshoe Gang. They have a line called Psychopath Killer. It's a remix of Slaughterhouse Eminem's and Yellow Wolf Psychopath Killer. Julius was like, what do he say? Some have my shooters knock your face half off. That's a whatever. Something. That's a hell of a discount. Something like that. I don't know. You look it up.
Money, just as big like I'm Steve Harvey. I'm the nigga they gon' dread like I'm B Marley. Labels keep calling up. Pulled up. Rappers done. I put my juniors in the game way before LeBron popped out. Right after I balled, I'm a Pokemon. Get your cap, Jordan Peele. You think he like us? Transportation, walk him down.
Like Us, Jordan Peele. I never watched those movies actually. I've seen Nope. Right? I didn't see like Us or whatever the other one was.
Stinky Super Mario, but he better pipe up. Pulled up with sticks and I half off on price cut. I'm probably with my daughter somewhere having tea parties. Long money, the stash big like I'm Steve Harvey. I'm the nigga they gon' dread like I'm B Marley. Labels keep calling. My currency is C foreign. Lizzo ain't the only name that hold weight. Bitch, I pop up on your screen like you need phone space. Started off a hot head, now I'm a cold case. Dump a nigga out. Now how's that for soulmates? Free TG when I'm in your screen like you need phone space. Started off a hot head, now I'm a cold case. Dump a nigga out. Now how's that for soulmates? Free.
I get it, soul like a shoe, soul. But like I'm not getting the soul mate part. Like I'm not understanding that. Like how are you the soul? Like how is the soulmate wordplay of like the traditional meaning of a soulmate connected to you stomping somebody out? Like I'm not getting that. That could be going over my head, or it could just not be connected to anything. In that case, I would want it to be connected to something, or it's going over my head. In that case, explain it to me.
TG when I'm in Compton, they won't make it. A hot head, now I'm a cold case, dump a nigga out. Now how's that for soulmates? Free TG when I'm in Compton, they won't make it out my mosh pit. They can't beat us, they gon' gossip. Got a Drake on me if you joshing. A gym for you niggas who boxing. I blew up with the sliders.
I'm not getting that. A gem for you. The Drake and Josh, that was a really line. But I'm getting like the gym boxing, like a boxing gym. I'm not getting it though.
They can't beat us, they gon' gossip. Got a Drake on me if you joshing. A gym for you niggas who boxing.
Is he saying box in? In that case, like what is gym? Like what is the word he's trying to... A gym, you explain that to me. It's going over my head. It's okay. Continue.
I blew up with the sliders like White Castles. Nas first class when I look up flight
Blew up with the sliders like White Castle. That's funny. Last time I went to White Castle, they messed up my entire order. I got a bunch of like normal. No, I got like the chicken sliders or whatever, and they just gave me a bunch of normal burgers. I haven't been there since. That was a couple years ago.
A gym for you niggas who boxing. I blew up with the sliders like White Castles. Nas first class when I look up flight cabins. Wrong pills have you stuck in a time capsule. Told myself I would be lit.
Time capsule, like a pill capsule. I like that.
I blew up with the sliders like White Castles. Nas first class when I look up flight cabins. Wrong pills have you stuck in a time capsule. Told myself I would be lit. I time travel.
Let's go.
Justin, if I ever stop breathing, put diamonds in my halo. I'm flexing on Jesus. LA County, bitch, we out here carrying the region. Hairstylists, we been out here bobbing and weaving. I love it when I pop out and show niggas Caucasians in a 40. I'm scared of no.
I like that. Like a bob, but then like weave. I like that.
Hairstylists, we been out here bobbing and weaving.
Come on, right?
I love it when I pop out and show niggas Caucasians in a 40. I'm scared of no niggas switch on me. I heard they in grown folk business. Got an entourage full of cold business. Put you in the.
Like you talk about, like you're saying that switches on me, that type of stuff. But then earlier on in one of these verses, you were talking about like the industry being filled with artists who just talk about fake things that they don't have. Unless you're saying you have that, in that case, you're snitching on yourself. So like, it's one or the other. So it's weird.
Come on, right?
I love it when I pop out and show niggas Caucasians in a 40. I'm scared of no niggas switch on me. I heard they in grown folk business. Got an entourage.
Is he switched on me, or is he saying switch on me? Because he's doing this, so I'm assuming he's saying switch on me. I don't know.
I'm scared of no niggas switch on me. I heard they in grown folk business. Got an entourage full of cold business. Put you in the dirt like a four-wheeler. Staying out of Dodge like a Ford dealer.
Yo.
Oh, stupid.
Crazy, right?
A bitch can't talk to me because I know scissor.
Okay.
Badass.
That's funny.
My grill was aluminum foil. I'm getting calls from the women that I used to spoil. Since grandma dropped it
What'd you say?
like a four-wheeler. Staying out of Dodge like a Ford dealer.
Yo.
That's fire.
You going crazy, right?
A bitch can't talk to me cause I know scissor.
Okay.
Badass since my grill was aluminum foil.
Okay.
I'm getting calls from the women that I used to spoil. Since grandma Dorothy fried that chicken and reuser oil. All eyes on me, get your noodles boiled.
This flow is nasty.
Like Ray Ray, quit hanging with.
Going crazy, right?
A bitch can't talk to me cause I know scissor.
Okay.
Badass since my grill was aluminum foil. I'm getting calls from the women that I used to spoil.
Like it's the consistency too. It's not just the flow itself isn't crazy, but like the energy and the consistency is crazy.
Quit hanging with them youngs. You 13. Badass since my grill was aluminum foil. I'm getting calls from the women that I used to spoil. Since grandma Dorothy fried that chicken and reuser oil. All eyes on me, get your noodles boiled. My uncle like Ray Ray, quit hanging with them youngs. You 13, why the fuck you need a gun? Cause it ain't only tourists, that's where I'm from. In Long Beach, they cut your life short. Is you dumb? Stayed out the street life, and I got straight A's. But if it's war, I'm gon' spin on them like Beyblades. Yeah, robbing houses while you niggas was on prime days. Boost mobile SIM card, boosting up the crime rates. You niggas had a lot to say, don't think we forgot.
Okay.
Nah, I don't think we
I like that. I like that.
SIM card, boosting up the crime rates. You niggas had a lot to say, don't think we forgot.
Okay.
Nah, I don't think we forgot. If you land in the city, you can tell like a ox. Niggas ain't got a comma, but we're speaking on dot. Fuck that podcast that nobody gon' watch. Spin on them like a twist to get you put on the spot. Mac call me like an apple. Niggas ain't got a comma, but we're speaking on dot.
What are you saying? Like, don't got a comma, but was speaking on dot. I like that. At first I thought he said comment and I was confused, but comma. I mean, I guess dot would be a decimal. Like you don't got a comma, meaning like in your bank account there isn't a comma, so that means you're either within the triple digits or under. You don't got a comma, but you're speaking on Kendrick. Kind of like what J. Cole said: if you're broke and clowning a millionaire, the joke is on you, type of thing.
That podcast that nobody gon' watch. Spin on the crime rates. You niggas had a lot to say, don't think we forgot.
Okay.
Nah, I don't think we forgot. If you land in the city, you can tell like a ox. Niggas ain't got a comma, but we're speaking on dot. Fuck that podcast that nobody gon' watch. Spin on them like a twist to get you put on the spot. Mac
You gotta say the name.
Apple boy, we turn on the mots. Don't need opinion from a nigga who ain't reaching the top. Claiming they got hits, but they ain't doing their job. Ain't had a hit since like 1999. What happened to the vibes? Oh, you turned a little Nas, Call of Duty live, goofy nigga.
I feel like he used that line in one of the diss records towards Joey. And in that case, it's like, you're reusing the bars.
Had a lot to say, don't think we forgot.
Okay.
Nah, I don't think we forgot. If you land in the city, you can tell like a ox. Niggas ain't got a comma, but we're speaking on dot. Fuck that podcast.
And or maybe I just heard this clip before. And in that case, it's kind of like, that's not true because Joey does numbers. And it's like, you can't, I feel like, and I like Ray Vaughn a lot, but like, you're not in the position to talk about how many hits somebody has. It's kind of like the Joe Budden thing. When he battled Hitman Holla at Total Slaughter, Joe was like, yeah, call me a one-hit wonder, yada, yada, yada. I forgot what the line was, but like basically, when was your first one? You're talking about my last one. When was your first one? You know what I mean? So yeah, you can't play that game.
Nobody gon' watch, spin on them like a twisted, get you put on the spot. Matt call me like an apple boy, we turn on the mots. Don't need opinion from a nigga who ain't reaching the top.
Turn into mots. I didn't even hear that. Honestly, I was distracted by like the Mac Apple thing. Like I think the Mac Apple thing is overused, but like turn it to mots, I like that. It's kind of a continuation of that play on words. I like that a lot.
Matt call me like an apple boy, we turn on the mots. Don't need opinion from a nigga who ain't reaching the top. Claiming they got hits but they ain't doing their job. Ain't had a hit since like 1999. What happened to the vibes? Oh, you turned a little Nas, Call of Duty live. Goofy nigga better pick a squad, cause they not like us. And we rode the bus while we had a trust. And we ate free lunch if we ain't had much. So instead of discuss, y'all better shut the fuck up. Why you turn the beat off?
Yeah,
Why you fucking turn the beat off?
Hey, cause you going too crazy, Ray.
Nigga,
Wait, hold on. Yo, Ray Vaughn is here. The bars are at a high fucking level. You see how charged
claiming they got hits, but
damn.
ain't had one.
He doesn't look like he's out of breath at all. It didn't break a sweat. I don't know if they made a lot of cuts or something. I don't know, but
the bars are at the highest level.
assuming he just did this all in this one sitting.
Damn, my brother.
That breath control is crazy. Again,
they gotta go check out the project.
feels seasoned, even if, you know, he is a new artist, quote unquote. He feels like he's been doing this for a minute.
You know I'm going crazy.
Just like that. Hey, for more, fuck all that. They gotta go check out the project.
Y'all gotta go listen to the Good, the Bad, the Dollar Menu. It's out now.
That part.
We getting them good reviews. They
Yeah, no, for sure. The album's great.
You know I'm going crazy.
Probably the
Just
best
like that,
debut
man, right here in
TDE
Los
album.
Angeles, California. Long Beach is in the building.
Always LBC.
TDE, just incredible
To the end of
freestyle.
time.
In a while.
Power 106.
In a while.
Little bitch.
I'd have to go back to like back in the day TDE albums, you know what I mean? Like 2011. So yeah, I can't think of another one. I don't know, like out of that core four, I think J-Rock, because they all dropped around 2011. Like I believe J-Rock, Soul, and Kendrick all dropped their debut albums in 2011. I don't know. I don't remember when Q dropped, but like basically I'd have to go back then. Like I wouldn't say it's better than any of, might be better than Souls. I'd have to re-listen to Absols again. I wouldn't say it's better than Section 80. I wouldn't say it's better than what was Q's? I mix this up all the time for some reason. I wouldn't say it's better than J-Rock's. It's basically it fits there. If those are the top four debut TD albums, his is probably the fifth. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was good. That popped. You know, that was fire. The whole thing was fire. You know, certain lines didn't like. I obviously was nitpicking it because I'm watching it for this. But just in general, I mean, I would have those same criticisms in general. But like the ketchup mustard line, whatever, some other lines I already pointed out. You were there. I have some criticisms, but overall, super fire. Performed for a long time. I feel satisfied. That was great. Thumbs up. Two thumbs up. I'd give it 3 if I had 3. Super dope. Yeah, I loved it. I love that artists are continuing to do this and putting themselves on a platform like this and taking that risk. I want to see more people go on Sway. I think people are afraid of Sway. People go on these platforms. It seems more polished, more produced, it seems like there's some cuts. I don't know. I could be wrong. Could be mistaken. But it seems like on some other ones, at least, not even going to talk about this one, seems like there's cuts. Or like I said, pre-recordings and things like that. Sway, I never saw that. I don't remember ever seeing that on Sway. Like the 5 Fingers of Death, like a lot of those felt like real freestyles. So I think people are still afraid of Sway. That's like the real test for me as far as radio performances go. But yeah, this was super dope. I liked it. Fire. I love the platform, Just Incredible's platform, and the freestyles he puts out. Super dope and important to the culture. So thumbs up. Goodbye. Thank you for the recommendation. Who recommended this? Actually, let me find that. No, give me my phone. You're gonna watch all this. I'm not editing this up. Gilly Faux Block 6394. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, because he asked me. Yeah, he doubled down. He went back to the song reaction. I think he subscribes to me. I believe that little symbol means he subscribes to me. So thank you for subscribing. And if you're still here, obviously like and subscribe. If not, I don't even understand how you made it this far if you didn't like the video. So yeah, bye.